Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got the first points up on the board for the Pacers. Outside, Davis. The three from KD. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
KD can sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
Johnson against Durant. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. This all setting the pick for Thompson. Off target with his three. And so is KD with it. He brings up the ball for Minnesota. Carter outside. Launches it. Here's Chamberlain. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Gasol. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Gasol setting the pick for Johnson. And there's the drive. It's stolen by Davis. With the teardrop. And that's collected by Malone.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Johnson, the pass to Gasol. Pass to Leonard. Takes the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Now Kidd. Outside, Davis. Shoots over Gasol. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Johnson. From the top of the key. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Gasol. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to Thompson from the arc. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists now in this one. Kidd against Thompson. Now here's Kidd. He's covered closely. Kidd a screen on Johnson. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Durant against Johnson. Thompson for the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Now here is Davis. Pass to Durant. Now here is Carter. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Chamberlain. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pacers out in front, up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's Johnson. They've got Carter. Durant is out there with Davis. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Kidd in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Leonard. Outside for Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Malone a screen on Kidd. And here's Leonard from 3. They get it back. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pacers. Here is Kidd. Nothing on the board. Davis. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Indiana shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. That one is no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Kidd. Carter dishes to Kidd. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The focus from Kidd, terrific at just keeping his composure even when things get tight.
Johnson, the pass to Gasol. Back to Johnson. It's tipped and stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The Pacers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Carter for 3. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Moses Malone.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. Inside. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th assist in this one. Now the Timberwolves with it. They trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Durant just inside the line. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. Nice shot by Thompson.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Kidd against Thompson. Outside, Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Back to Johnson. Out to Thompson. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Johnson surveying the floor. Fires from deep. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. A nice shot by KD.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Kidd against Leonard. Gasol, a screen on Kidd. And here's Leonard from three. Here's Gasol. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment.
And get ready for the big half-court shots. Drums. They're measuring at the top.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
On the court right now for the Pacers, they've got Magic Johnson. Gasol out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Thompson, and it's Malone in at the 5 spot.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Kidd after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Kidd a screen on Leonard. The 3 from KD. Rebound, Malone. Indiana leading by 3. And Thompson kicks to Johnson. Outside Gasol. Pass to Thompson. The 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Kidd. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. And it's in there. Kidd's got his 2nd bucket. And here is Johnson. He's got 8. Outside Gasol. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. And he hits the jump shot. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here is Carter. He has yet to score. Davis with a screen on Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here's Johnson. Outside, Gasol. Pass to Leonard. Just 3 to shoot. Johnson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Carter, the pass to Chamberlain. Kidd up top for the tie. Good on the triple. Kidd's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Oh, the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Johnson against Durant. Johnson, the pass to Gasol. 1:05 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Thompson inside the line. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Kidd. For the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
That free throw, no good. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Johnson up top, defended by Durant. Johnson, the pass to Malone. Now here's Leonard. Over Kidd. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Thompson dishes to Leonard. Pass to Malone. Over Carter. Wow! Huge buzzer beater!
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Indiana out in front. They lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Timberwolves trail. Jason Kidd is out there with Carter. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Durant. And it's Chamberlain in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. So it's the Pacers now. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Durant. Outside Leonard. Over Kidd. Leonard, no luck. Leonard's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Davis kicks to Kidd. Back to Davis. Outside, KD. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Good D by Thompson. Johnson against Carter. Gasol deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. Here's Johnson, defended by Carter. Gasol passes to Thompson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Gasol. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Johnson finds Gasol. Pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Kidd. Back to Davis. Davis roaming the lane.
And this is all you can do if you're the D. Davis is an elite talent who converts those tough shots.
Johnson, the pass to Gasol. Pass to Leonard from deep. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol. Gasol has got 6 assists now in the game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard against KD. Teardrop shot, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard the pass to Johnson. Gasol on the wing. Over Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Carter looking around. Outside Kidd. Durant inside. Leonard's there.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Gasol. Thompson outside. To the middle. Durant with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And it's Davis at the elbow. Here's KD. That doesn't go either for Durant. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Leonard. Got it!
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Sixteen seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Durant. Davis with a screen on Leonard. KD, that's for 2. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. They've got Johnson. Marc Gasol is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Thompson, and it's Malone in at the 5 spot. Now here's Johnson. Gasol with it. Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. On target from range.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Here's San Antonio now. It's a 3-point game. Holiday with the ball. Defended by Thompson. Here's McGrady. The rebound by Malone. First quarter of play, a minute in. Leonard passes to Johnson. Here's Gasol, guarded by Howard. Back to Johnson. Banked it in off the glass.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Leonard with the ball. Gasol the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard passes to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Now, such an effective two-man game player. Marc Gasol's offense in a pick and roll, there's so much to love.
Here's McGrady. Leonard defending. O'Neal on the wing. Howard against Gasol. Howard, the pass to McGrady. Spurs need to get one up here. Launches it. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Leonard finds Johnson. Now here's Gasol. Malone, pass to Leonard. The kick out to Johnson. Indiana needs to get a shot off. On the break. Holiday with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Look who's coming onto the hardwood now. Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs Squad.
.59 seconds left in the first. Back to Johnson. And he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Pacers, Magic Johnson.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for San Antonio, trailing by 4. Pass to Maravich. And here's Howard. And here's Holiday. 4 on the clock. Howard with a screen on Thompson. Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebounded by Johnson. Pacers leading by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Gasol. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Indiana again missing. Here's Maravich. From downtown. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Indiana ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Spurs trail by 4. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's McGrady in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for 2, Drew Holiday.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Holiday hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Johnson passes to Gasol. Here's Thompson. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Leonard inside. He's covered by Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. 14 feet away.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
Here's McGrady. Leonard defending. Pass to McGrady for 3. They get the rebound. Howard. And it's all tied up. Howard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Now Gasol, guarded by Howard. The 3 from Thompson. Rebound San Antonio. Howard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, there's the alley. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Pass to McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with his defense. If you're the guy he's guarding, you're shaking your head thinking, oh, boy, this is going to be hard.
And here's Thompson for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. And San Antonio has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. McGrady, shot is off.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Gasol passes to Leonard. That's too easy for Leonard.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
Outside O'Neal. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
O'Neal's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside Johnson. Gasol against Howard. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to McGrady. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Now Johnson. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
McGrady, good.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Outside Johnson. And a nice finish on the layup. Johnson's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Holiday. Howard with a screen on Thompson. Back to O'Neal. Uses the glass on the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Off the mark there with a 3. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. San Antonio on top, leading by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum screens. Their manager got the shot. So sorry. Give it up for the participants.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Spurs lead by 6. On the floor for Indiana, Marc Gasol is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Johnson, then it's Thompson, and it's Malone in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Howard. Holiday passes to McGrady. Gasol grabs the board. Leonard outside. Kawhi, too strong inside.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Maravich, the pass to O'Neal. Pass to McGrady. Now, here's Howard. Outside O'Neal. And there's the lob. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Indiana calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Now on the court is your squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a free T-shirt? Get on your feet and go wild so we can see you.
Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Leonard outside. From the arc. Look at Leonard. Dialed in from deep.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Maravich, the pass to McGrady. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Pacers trail by 3. Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Pass to Malone. O'Neal pulls it in. And it's Holiday with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's McGrady.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Howard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, tremendous touch right there. Dwight Howard being aggressive and wanting to dominate inside.
To the inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside O'Neal, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Johnson. Back come the Spurs in transition. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Johnson. Back to Leonard. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
O'Neal passes to Holiday. Howard, the screen. The shot by Holiday, no good. Indiana trailing here. Throws it up high. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
Pacers ball.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Gasol. Johnson with it. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Holiday grabs the miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for San Antonio, Pete Maravich. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one's no good. Leonard for 3. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Yeah, they needed the 3 to tie it up, and he nails it. That sets up what could be a riveting fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Drew Holiday, and it's Howard in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
Maravich, the pass to O'Neal. Up again. No good that time. Indiana leading by 3. Johnson with it. Pass to Malone. Outside Johnson. And here's Gasol. Guarded by Howard. Now Leonard. Puts up a 3. And they get it back. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Outside O'Neal. Johnson with it. Back to Leonard. Gasol the screen. The claw! Too much for the D to handle.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
1:57 left in the final quarter. Leonard against Holiday. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Down low. Gasol. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Well, this guy is just a load on the interior. Marc Gasol uses his size. He uses his angles to get where he wants to go.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Here's Maravich, covered by Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Leonard, double team, inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Thompson against Holiday. Pass to O'Neal. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Holiday against Leonard. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
A big moment means it's my moment. Marc Gasol, close it out.
54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's McGrady. Leonard defending. Pass to O'Neal. He's off on the layup. Thompson scanning the floor. Now Leonard from outside the arc. Howard grabs the miss. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Shooting for Indiana. Kelly Johnson taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Here's Maravich. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
At the line for the Pacers, Magic.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
McGrady. San Antonio again can't hit until they foul intentionally.
Dwight Howard, 5th personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Moses.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And that's an intentional foul.
Drew Holiday, 1st personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Pacers, Magic Johnson, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
So Indiana wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And we present the player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Bryant is out there with Simmons. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Thurman in at the 4 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Garnett. Olajuwon grabs the miss. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Tatum finds Bryant. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. And he comes up with the deuce.
No fear from Allen, taking it right to the cup with the contact.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Bryant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's Olajuwon. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
Look, when Olajuwon has the ball inside, there's not a lot you can do. He is extremely gifted in close.
Tatum against Pippen. Pass to Garnett. Knocked loose. Now Kobe. Simmons on the wing. Paul George with the steal. Here's Allen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
On defense, Orlando. After the basket by Tony Allen. Garnett with the screen for Pippen. Shoots over Kobe. Simmons pulls it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Allen outside. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Allen. Puts up a 3. Cans it from downtown. Allen's got 7 points in the game.
Threes from Allen are few and far between. I mean, he doesn't shoot a lot of shots beyond the arc.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Dance Camp time. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself up on the big screen.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Simmons finds Tatum. Outside Bryant. And Kobe throws it down.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And here's Pippen. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Outside, George over Bryant. That one wide left. Orlando trailing here. Here's Tatum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Now here's Tatum. 3 Kings lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play.
Unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Garnett is out there with Duncan. Then there's Allen. Then it's Pippen. And it's George in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Pass to Pippen. Duncan against Olajuwon. Duncan, the pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Garnett, the screen. George dishes to Garnett. The shot's good on the assist by George. Garnett's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
You look at his athleticism, the mobility and agility. Garnett knows how to make himself dangerous in the pick and roll.
There's Tatum's range on display.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Pippen missing. Simmons looking it over.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And that one's good by Pippen.
The thing about Pippen's jumper is that he gets good elevation and extension on it, making it hard to contest.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. Outside, Kobe. Here's Olajuwon. Lays it up off the glass.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Duncan. Still without a basket. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Tremendous hustle. Working hard for that bucket.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. .156 left to play here in the half. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And the turnover again by Orlando. Pippen finds Duncan. Tatum against Pippen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. It's the Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. So a look at our starters for Orlando. We've got Jason Tatum. Ben Simmons is out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Simmons. And here's Bryant outside. The rebound by Allen.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to George. Here's Pippen, covered by Bryant. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Simmons, the pass to Tatum. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Garnett. Allen against Simmons. Allen, the pass to Pippen. Crosses over. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. 4-point game. Intercepted. Here's Allen. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Allen. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Duncan. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Magic trail by 3. There's a minute 12 left now in the first quarter. Timeout called the Magic. There's a minute 12 left in the first. Simmons against Allen. And here's Bryant outside. The rebound by Duncan. The Kings lead by 3. Here's Pippen. It's hauled in by Thurman.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Tatum passes to Simmons. There's the 3. Bryant, no good. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Duncan, hounded by Tatum. Garnett. He can't get that one to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Right side Tatum. Bryant outside. Clock at 6. No good with a layup. From deep. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look. Magic trail by 3. We've got George, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Bryant. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now. George scanning the floor. Pippen, pass to Allen. Pass to George. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Allen against Simmons. Tatum from long range. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Garnett passes to George. Here's Garnett. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
The first one falls. Hits one, then this is the second attempt from the line. The Kings leading. Duncan, pass to George. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Sacramento shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Down low. Here's the teardrop, the offensive rebound. Magic trail by 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said it sounds crazy, I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Timeout called, Sacramento. .56 left in the second quarter. Allen outside. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Duncan. From down in the low post, it goes.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Tatum, a screen on Allen. Tatum against George. Tatum inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Paul George.
Smart play by Tatum. Using the fake to get the contact.
Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. And he can't hit the second. Allen against Bryant. Pass to George from 18 feet away. Here's Garnett. The shot, no good. Nice D from Tatum.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Thurman. Let's go with a 3. And Tatum is good for 3. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Up top, George. Pass to Garnett. Kicks it to George. Over Bryant. George's shot is off. Orlando leading. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Simmons finds Tatum. Sacramento grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pippen. To the inside. The fader. And that one's good. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Kings ahead, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Orlando trailing here. On the court for Orlando, Ben Simmons is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Tatum. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Thurman passes to Olajuwon. Oh, got a piece of it. Tatum a screen on Allen. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the rejection. Simmons kicks it out to Bryant. The 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Bryant's got 8.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Pippen pass to Allen. They set the pick. Kicks it to George. And he's going for the lob.
Yeah, really nice feel from George. Making the correct decision in a two-man game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Timeout called the Magic. Allen against Simmons. Outside Tatum. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 13.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific. Not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Pass to Duncan. Right through the D for the layup. Now here's Simmons. No made baskets yet. Here's Thurman. There's Tatum with the 3. The shot comes out. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pippen pass to Duncan. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Simmons against Allen. Tatum from long range. Olajuwon passes to Thurman. It's 2-on-1. Up the floor. Here's Allen. Finished off the break. Now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Bryant, right side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bryant's got 10 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it's Allen with the ball for Sacramento. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Allen with a screen on Tatum. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Simmons, the pass to Bryant. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 5 assists in the game. George against Bryant. Pass to Pippen. Back to George. Shoots over Bryant. George, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Allen, the pass to Garnett. And he lobs it up. And the jam by George.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Tatum with it. Gets it off. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3/4 of play and a close one here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got George, and it's Duncan in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Bryant. Misses the 3.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Pass to Pippen. Allen outside. There's a screen. Driving in and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 6 on the shot clock, and they'll get another chance. George passes to Pippen. Keeps it alive, and Bryant pulls it down.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Sacramento leading by 3. Timeout called. Sacramento. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Duncan. Pass to Garnett. Goes up at the elbow. Goes back up. Orlando with the rebound. Olajuwon's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Bryant outside. Here's Thurman. Now here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
George passes to Garnett. Here's Pippen, pounded by Tatum. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Bryant outside. It's hauled in by Garnett. George against Bryant. Duncan. Shots blocked. Simmons, the pass to Tatum. Down low. Here's Thurman. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
Allen a screen. Out to the right wing. 13 feet out. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Orlando.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Back to Bryant. And he's going for the oop here. Back come the Kings in transition. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Bryant, cash, and tie game. Huge basket right there.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Pippen, pass to Garnett, going inside, money.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Orlando calls timeout. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. They double-team Tatum to the inside. Thurman passes to Tatum. Allen against Simmons. Tatum inside. No good! And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
He connects, and that one brings them within 1. Timeout call, Sacramento. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team. Shooting for second.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
fun time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It's the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings. So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Anthony out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Butler. Then it's Smith, and it's Smits in at the center.
Well, there's no question of D respecting Timmy on that play, but he still finds a way to get it done. There's just no defense sometimes for a player that is that gifted.
Pippen against Wembanyama. And it's Smits missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's Butler. Outside Anthony. The rebound by Pippen. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Ring shot on the way. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Butler against Allen. And here is Anthony. 5 on the clock. Over Pippen. And Anthony gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the paint. Here's Allen. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Wembanyama against Garnett. Now here is Smith. He started close.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Now George. Josh Smith missing from long range. 3, Pippen. Rebound by Anthony.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fires for 3. Good work defensively by Pippen.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Duncan. Garnett the pass to Pippen. Rejection by Wembanyama. Garnett against Butler. Pass to Smits. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Duncan outside. Garnett kicks to Pippen. Allen against Anthony. Garnett outside. 5 to shoot. Over Wembanyama. No good from the wing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Pass the buck. Anthony taking his time here. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Allen finds Pippen. Allen with the screen for Pippen. Trying to end the drought. No good at the rim. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 2. Let's take a quick. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Rhodes on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Smith. And Wembanyama is out there with Anthony. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Smith's in at the 5 down low.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
And Wembanyama outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Duncan outside. Pass to Pippen. The tray hits it from three-point range. Pippen's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Anthony with the screen on Allen. Anthony down low, guarded by Pippen. And Anthony gets it to go.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
Smith against Pippen. Stolen. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by George. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And we don't talk about guys like Tony Allen enough. Defense-first players, but they're key if you want to win games in this league.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Now Smith. Outside Butler. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Anthony on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. And Anthony is good for 3. Anthony's got 7 points.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Pippen, the pass to Duncan. Garnett outside. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
For Sacramento, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The free throw good from Kevin Garnett. And both free throws good from Garnett. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Butler against Allen. Outside Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. One on Pippen.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Pippen, the pass to George. This one for three. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Smith. Now here's Butler. There's the three. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Allen dishes to Garnett. Clock at 6. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Wembanyama. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And slam dunk by Butler.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Allen finds Duncan. The layup off target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. In Chicago, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's Anthony. We've got George. Garnett is out there with Duncan. It's Tony Allen, and it's Pippen in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For 2.
That free throw good from Anthony. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Kings trail by 3. And George kicks to Garnett. Butler with the steal. The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So Anthony nails both of them. Sacramento with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Duncan outside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Wembanyama outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. Pippen against Smith. Here's Garnett. Duncan trying to break loose. Shot's good by Garnett.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Outside Anthony. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Duncan. And Sacramento has possession. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Garnett with the screen for Allen. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 1. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Chicago with the ball. Here's Butler. Wembanyama outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth. 2 minutes.
Duncan outside. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Over Smith. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender, Smith, staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
1:46 left here in the third quarter. Chicago leading. Here's Butler. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
Pippen against Smith. Back to Pippen. Plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Pippen's got 7 points in the game.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and he is good to go.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Pippen, the pass to Duncan. And it's Smith with the rebound. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Anthony dishes to Smith. Another one falls for Chicago.
Carmelo has superb court awareness and sharing the ball that time well.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pippen, the pass to Duncan. Back to Pippen. Garnett up top, defended by Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Garnett in the post. Wembanyama on him. And Garnett misses. Outside Anthony. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense is... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Kings trail by 6. So with Rhodes on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Butler. Anthony is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Smith. And it's Smith's in at the 5. In transition, here come the Bulls. George against Anthony. Outside Butler. Anthony with the screen on Pippen. Back to Anthony. Outside Butler. Lets it go with a three. Paul George grabs the miss. Butler's gone 1 of 4 from the field. George dishes to Pippen. Duncan outside. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 6. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Smith. Going inside. Shoots over Pippen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Allen kicks to Pippen. Allen with the screen for Pippen. It's Garnett on the wing. Over Butler. And Garnett misses. Garnett's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Here's Anthony. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama. Too tall inside.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Timeout, Sacramento.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammate.
Anthony finds Smith. Wembanyama with it. Harrison and Smith with the assist that time. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Allen with the screen for Pippen. It's Garnett on the wing. Over Wembanyama. KG, that's good. Garnett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hands.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Butler passes to Carmelo. The three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Garnett against Wembanyama. Rebound by the Bulls. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Anthony. Wembanyama. A screen on Pippen. The three from Anthony. Here's Smits. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Pippen with it. Pass to Garnett. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. On defense, the Bulls. Allen surveying the D.
How about Melo? Some good defense down there on the other end, putting in the effort.
Allen's shot is off. Butler against George. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.
Talk about these two teams tonight. I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Celtics. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to White. Stolen by Caruso. Dort with it. Now guarded by White. And Williams punches it home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Yeah, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
Brown against Williams. Looking to win the run. Brown, no good.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target at the rim. White against Caruso. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Outside White. Tatum, a screen on Caruso. White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. To stop the drought. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Holmgren. From behind the arc. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 16-point game. Tatum with a screen. White, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Caruso outside. Dort up top. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in from deep. Holmgren. The shot misses. Celtics trail by 14. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Outside White. No good from outside. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Running the floor. Porzingis caps off the break.
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
Dort for three. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Tatum. That shot missing. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Dort for three. Connects from downtown. So Dort's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Porzingis misses.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
From deep, Holmgren. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Porzingis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Thunder leading by 11. Here's Caruso. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Outside Tatum. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Caruso. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. And Williams shows off on that one.
Holiday against Dort. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Williams against Brown. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Pass to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Porzingis misses. And here's Caruso outside. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real nerve to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Thunder delivering the blowout. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Shai and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game